Hello guys, and welcome back to Supreme Ruler 2030 with our Russian campaign for what I can only assume is the result of bad scenario design. It's like, that's the kind of thing I expect around the release of a game. Every nation in the world is pretty much out of money or running out of money entirely. Their credit ratings are so low, they cannot take out any debt, and thus we have nobody to sell our goods to. As a low GDP country, this means that we cannot sustain ourselves because we rely on selling goods. Therefore, that means, after learning this, after spending 5 hours recording and 2 hours editing just the previous episode alone, we're now in a situation where we are on a time limit to beat this game. We must beat this campaign before our credit rating gets so low that we cannot afford to exist either, because that is apparently the end result of living in this world. Therefore, after just conquering the Georgia Republic, we have really no choice except to go for Armenia and Azerbaijan, because there is no way, unfortunately, remaining to play the game in such a way, I forgot about this, in such a way that we maintain a growing and just not dead country. So that's where we are. Yeah, it's a North Korean Chinese unit graveyard up here. They just decided to come up here. Jesus Christ, Battleground. How did you do this? Anyway, that means we are gonna have to go to war, like right now. So, oh dear, I might as well fund insurgency on them since we're gonna go to war. Can I afford to? No. Am I gonna do it anyway? Sure, why not? Who should we start with? I guess we're right on this border, so wouldn't hurt to just come rushing down. Get it, Russian? I'm gonna declare war. I don't have much choice. And let's go get some Armenians. Alright, let's unpause this bitch. We declared war on Armenia. Yep, broken treaty response. Ukraine broke mutual defense, really. Everyone was so good about making mutual defense with each other, but not this, which means Ukraine can no longer assist me. Because apparently Ukraine was mutually defensed here. That's fine. Do I need help? Well, probably. But I'm gonna have to learn to function without it. Oh my god, look at all this fucking recon flying in. And missiles! Our men are charging in. I'm no longer sleep deprived like I was at the end of the last episode, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be putting in a whole lot of effort. What? Shadows of Nazification. What was the last one? Deception. Nazification. Our calculated war declaration against Armenia is a product of strategic deception, as we fabricate claims of Nazification within their country and government. That sounds like the American Democrat Party. Just everyone's a Nazi except for us. The deliberate dissemination of falsehoods enables us to seize their territory without inviting international scrutiny. It's true, it's true. What do college kids say these days? It's good if you punch a Nazi? Shouldn't be illegal or something? Well, that's what we're doing as Russia. I'm sure the American Democrats would wholeheartedly approve of this. Veiled in shadows, our true intentions remain concealed, allowing us to gradually expand our dominion and revive the essence of the Soviet Union under our own banner. Okay, look. Campaign, I'm sorry. My true intentions are not to do any of this. My true intentions are to try to get a you win screen before this poorly designed scenario kills itself and takes me down with it. I spent so long surviving and thriving, whereas every other nation in the world has spent dying. I just don't want to die with them if I can help it. And that's really it. That's all I'm trying to do, and all I will ever try to do for the rest of this playthrough, however long it might last. Seize this opportunity to execute our covert plan. It's pretty overt at this point. Manipulating the world stage to our advantage while avoiding the consequences. This world is nothing but consequences. Nobody can afford anything. BG. But here they come, rushing their units at me. I am unsurprised. But their units don't seem very prepared. No, they have no efficiency. These units are just running out of the barracks and rushing to the front line with little to no preparation. These my units? Yeah, oh, I lost a unit. A single HVGM, and I'm seeing Armenians die left and right as we progress pretty much uninhibited. We got one unit here that might die. Who's that? A lookout, go away. Otherwise, there's very little micromanaging I need to do here. There's very little that I want to do. investing a bunch of effort into a scenario that's eating itself apart is not something I have the most motivation for, but we can look at the pretty war. Let me speed it up again. The pretty war of our units dogpile. Are they? Why are they here? Are you fighting me? Are you fighting me? I'm not at war with you. Right? Yeah, no. The Azerbaijanis? I don't know how to say that. But they're just piling up on the border like they're fucking ready to fight. I don't know why. Here, you guys, there's a bunch of guys in the back. What is this mostly? It's a lot of arty. Let's move it close, but not directly onto the point. Same thing over here. Gotta move more units close. Closer. To Erevan. It's dying, yeah. You know, we lost maybe like 3 units. I think a Zond is a transport. No, it's a patrol drone is what it is. So we lost nothing of importance. We took Armenia. Annex, there you go. Shabing, shabang, shabam. Our army staff is probably pretty maxed, yeah. My treasury's running out again. So we gotta take out another bond. Issue new bonds. How does that work? What is that gonna leave our credit rating at? About like 128. Yeah, it's going down. Our credit rating's going down. There's nothing I can do about that. What's our diplomacy rating at? Satisfied. Well, this is gonna get bad quick if I need to declare any more wars. I might not have time to before the game eats itself alive. I'm gonna go to theater. I'm gonna assign garrisons. I don't know why the Ukrainians are still here. They literally cannot help me anymore because the game has decided no. Even if I throw all of the research that they don't have and some money on top of that, they still want nothing to do with it. So, I don't know why they're here or what they think they can do, but I guess I should just go right into the next war, because again, I don't really have a choice, so anyone that looks mostly unharmed, get ready to go kill these units. What are these units? A lot of arty. And over here? Not as bad, actually. Let's run you down here, that way. Declared war in Azerbaijan. Nuclear ruse amidst the turmoil. Whispers of alleged nuclear weapons hidden within Azerbaijan have ignited a wildfire of speculation inspired by the strategic playbook of past powers such as the Americans. We have masterfully sowed chaos and potential fear. The prospect of conquest without significant global consequences or outcry reverberates through the minds of our strategists. This pivotal moment of opportunity must be seized, laying the foundation for a prosperous future within Russia and the rebirth of the Soviet Union. Oh yeah, the rebirth of the Soviet Union, just in time to watch everyone go so broke that nobody can afford anything. It's actually really fitting. Apparently this war started and every single one of these units just fired on this one spot immediately and like instantaneously wiped out a T-14 Armada. Isn't that pretty sad? But here comes the reinforcements, and oh my god, we just destroyed all of them. What the fuck, bro? Okay. What's this? Here's a lot of tanks. Just start going that way. That's all I really need. What are these? Transports? Here, you go over there, transports. Drone, you're good where you are. Minimal strategy effort. We run up against their big wall of units with our big wall of units. Our units win because ours are better. Bulgaria is violating my naval territory. How dare you? Why are the Ukrainians coming to help me? Or maybe they're not coming to help me. Maybe they're using my territory to get to the territory of my enemies because they want to help my enemies. I'd believe it. Why are there FIROM units here? Or did they actually change the name? North Macedonian units here. Why? I have questions. Look at these bitches getting off their trains. Are this mostly AA? And arty it is. What do I have on the front? Mostly infantry. Oh, you guys are so dead. You being them, not me. We're losing more units now than we were losing before. What is this? Am I at war with someone that I don't realize I'm at war with? Why is there such a pile up over here, bro? Come on, we got a war to win. Get over there. What are you doing? You need me to tell you to do everything? Let's go. Before the Ukrainians find out how to get into Azerbaijan and fight us. We don't want that. Keep going. Oh, I'm out of money. Shit. This just keeps happening. Issue bonds. And then, that's not me. That's me. 123. If you run out, it has more of an effect on your ratings. So running out is not good. The Belarusians can help us. So that's something. I'm out of money again? What the fuck? That was so fast. What is this? Bonds. What are these bonds, bro? Oh my god, it's only coming out in 1 billion chunks. It was coming out in like 8 billion before. Is it because of my world market opinion? My credit rating hasn't fucking moved. Huh. Well, this is a problem. I can't economically do anything because the whole world is out of money. I can just survive off of debt infinitely if I don't do any wars. However, now I'm at war, and now I can't afford any of this. Maybe if I just start dragging some of these values down, but even then, that's not gonna... Look at it. This is not gonna make up for it. All right, maybe this is stupid, but I just put family subsidy to 0, environment to 0, and healthcare to 0. Is this a good strategy? No. But we're literally at a point where I can't even play the fucking game because I can't play economically because nobody has money. And now I can't even go to war and do the campaign because I can't generate money from my credit anymore. Probably because I went to war so many times. How do you play this scenario then? You just have to rush it at the beginning, don't you? You just have to rush it all at the very beginning. Is that what you have to do? I don't know. What else can I do? Project, half bar. Research efficiency is already half bar. I'm just gonna keep lowering things until this works itself out. Annex, there you go. The total South Caucasus region firmly under our control. Our attention now turns to the vast expanse of Central Asia, where the lost territories of the Soviet Union lie waiting to be reclaimed. To ensure our success in this expansive campaign, meticulous planning is paramount. Our strategy dictates prioritizing the invasion of both Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, strategic targets that will pave the way for our future operations in the region. Despite our numerical advantage, we must exercise precision and skill, striking with calculated strategy to secure our supply lines and assert our rightful claim to these lands. The path to recapturing Central Asia requires relentless determination and strategic execution as we forge ahead to reclaim what is rightfully ours. Okay, wow. Wait, what? Belarus potential colony plan. Our visionary strategists have devised a bold plan to incorporate Belarus into our grand vision of resurrecting the Soviet Union. Operating under the utmost veil of secrecy, we shall present this proposal to President Lukashenko, extending an unprecedented opportunity for their territory to become a valuable colony under our dominion. As a gesture of trust and unity, we promise President Lukashenko the prestigious rank of colonel within both the Russian and future Soviet Union army in exchange for... That's such a terrible deal. Belarus embracing its role as a colony. A colonel? Why not just keep him as like the colonial leader? That's such a terrible deal. The outcome of this audacious endeavor shall be unveiled in due course, and we will keep you informed of the progress and results. Okay, cool. But, bro. Okay, yeah, so they just give me like 70% justification off the bat. Okay, there's big fucking problems in this campaign, okay? Because of everything I've already explained, right? If you play this campaign for more than a year, you will see this. I don't think they played this for more than a year. Because, like, what did they just say? My numerical advantage? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. My land units, I have about 400 right now. You might say, how do you have 400? You had over 2,000. Well, that's probably what they're asking too, because they probably never tested playing through this campaign. I had that many, but to get myself in a situation where I could infinitely survive off of debt without going completely bankrupt like I am right now after declaring 1 or 2 simple wars that I won within like 2 days each, I had to spend a lot of money. How did I get that money? By selling every non-modern unit that I have. I have a gigantic chunk, most of my most expensive military production facilities offline. I only have 12 aircraft running. That's like half of them. What's the cost? Where do I see the cost? I'm so used to going to this tab to access my minister, not this tab. I hate UI changes. Anyway, unit production. Unit production, does it still tell me? Tell me. Yeah, see, air is the most expensive thing. I got that down to roughly land amounts after turning off half or more of my air production that I have. This is before taking more. Of course, I've taken like 2 more since then. So here's the situation right now. Now it wants me to go to war over all of Central Asia, which, to be honest, I actually wanted to befriend, just like how I befriended Ukraine. It wants me to go to war over all this now. Well, Belarus has no money either. They don't even have debt. They're just negative, like I am right now. I feel like it will eventually turn me on Ukraine as well, plus like fucking everybody else. Oh, hey, look, Germany has some money. What's their credit rating? Oh, no, it's also minimal. They're operating on no debt, so yeah, they're going broke as well. I can put my military away, lower the funding, and make this stable again like it just was. It would be a little harder to do that now that my credit rating has dropped by almost 20% since the start of this, because I've gone to war and I keep taking out loans, and these loans are now 1 billion instead of like the 14 billion that they were. But even if I do get that under control, I won't be able to go to any more wars without instantly running out of money like we've just seen, because the moment I lower my world market opinion from the highest amount, the whole world says, well, you deserve like 1/14 the amount of loans. So I can't play peacefully because the AI can't survive, and my GDP isn't high enough because I'm Russia. There's no way to change that. And I can't do the campaign because there's a bunch of penalties, which I have lowered by turning off critical world opinion, or it would be worse. So what do I do? That's the situation in this game, in this campaign right now. That's how the balancing works. Honestly, I think it probably worked pretty similarly when I was playing Germany. Just the fact that I didn't do anything really militarily until the very end, I didn't notice it on myself. I saw the other countries going broke, but it didn't affect me because I was a higher GDP country, and I was just kind of funding everyone else's warmongering while barely doing anything on my own end. Worked out a lot better. So it might not just be this campaign, it might be just this setting in general. I don't know. However, I think I'll end this episode early, and I'll ask you guys what you want me to do. Do you want me to continue this campaign, even though it's so poorly balanced that I literally can't do anything? Do you want to watch my units all die because I can't afford to keep them doing anything, even with my social spending completely halved, more than halved actually, mostly off, in fact, completely, entirely, with max taxes, with an inability to sell anything to anybody, and also be completely unable to engage with the game's economic systems because, well, they're unbalanced and broken to the point where every country except for me has a credit rating of 30% or less and cannot take out debt anymore, and is thus spiraling into a pit of debt where they can't buy my goods? Or would you rather that we just accept that this is the release experience, several weeks after release experience, that the devs wanted us to have, and just accept the end of the world and the financial capacity to live or do anything in it for every single country in the game as the canon ending? Because whenever something happens in a video game and it doesn't crash my game, I just kind of assume that that's what the devs wanted to happen. So I'm assuming that this is how BG wanted this campaign to play. If they didn't, I'm surprised they left it this way. So I think I'll end it here. You guys let me know your thoughts, and I may get to work recording the Chinese or American campaigns. China will probably run into a similar problem campaign-wise. If Russia can't afford to live, China can't. I mean, AI is proving they can't. 9.2% credit rating, minus 29% inflation. That's 29% deflation. Their economy is plummeting. They can't exist. Even America has fallen apart in this game. 70% credit rating. Inflation's been going down the whole time. They can't even maintain it at 3% anymore. And their money has gone from like $500 billion to 20 billion and still shrinking. So I think I could make America work. I think I have the strategies to make that work, even with this weird, like, world-ending economic situation that's balanced into the game. China, maybe not, but I'm still willing to do it. I'm also willing to continue this until I literally can't press buttons anymore if that's what you guys want to see. But that's going to be like a 5-minute episode. It's going to go by so quick because all my units are going to get slaughtered due to lack of money. That, or I'm going to have to do a time skip, another like 7-hour recording time skip, just to show you how the world falls apart completely, even more so than it already has, to the point where literally nobody is doing anything. It's your choice as the viewer. As the player, I've done what I can. And as the recorder, I'm gonna start figuring out what tomorrow's video is gonna be. For now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the end of the world, because that's what happened.